Hola, hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis? How's your practice going? I suppose that you have already become professional with el verbo ser, yes? So today we're going to add another one. You remember that I have already mentioned that in Spanish we have several verbs to be. We already know the verb ser, which is responsible for something permanent. Yes, for our professions, for our description of our, for example, personal characteristics, our character, our appearance. But what if we're going to say something changeable, if we need to express, for example, our emotional state or physical state, which is quite changeable, yes? So that's why we need another one. And the verb responsible for this function is the verb estar. This is your second verb, and it's also an irregular verb because it's going to change a lot. So that's why we need to learn the forms. And at the beginning, I want to reveal a secret for you. So we already know the difference between something permanent and changeable. Also, the verb estar is responsible for places, for locations. For example, how would you say Madrid is in Spain? So, let's think, is it something permanent or temporary? Logically, it's something permanent, right? It's always in Spain, but logic doesn't work here. So, we need to remember that when we speak about the location, the places of some physical objects, some, buildings, places, objects, people, we're going to use the verb estar. This is the function, this is the responsibility of the verb estar. So that's why when we speak about Madrid, which is in Spain, we're going to say Madrid está en España. Londres está en Inglaterra. Nueva York está en los Estados Unidos. So, this is it. These two functions of the new verb, the temporary states, something changeable, and the places, these are two functions that we're going to work with. Okay? So, let's have a look at the forms. You already know, and I hope that you remember the pronouns from our previous lessons. I just wanted to remind you the differences between tú y usted. In Spanish, we refer differently to people who we know very well, yes? So we say tú. And to people who want to show our respect and show probably a little bit of distance between us and to show probably that, respect and a little bit distance. That's it. So, according to the age, social position, according to the, just to underline that we are unknown to each other, so we use the form usted. Okay? Personally, we here in Spain, we are very, informal. So I repeat that we used mostly tú. But in all the documents, papers, in Latin dialects, you will hear the verb usted a lot. So, and vosotros, ustedes. It's the same but in plural. To the group of known people, your friends, your family members, you're going to refer with vosotros, and ustedes, this is a group of unknown people. Okay? So, let's have a look at the forms. Yo estoy. Tú estás. Él, ella, usted está. Nosotros, nosotras. Remember that we need to pronounce very clearly the ending, to show exactly it's o or a. Nosotros, nosotras estamos. Vosotros, vosotras estáis. Ellos, ellas, ustedes están. Also, please pay attention that we have the stress indicated, the accent indicated on some verb forms. Estás, está, estáis, están. And, okay, it's very important. In Spanish, there are many verb forms, there are many words where we indicate the stressed syllable. And, for example, if you're going to do some exams, if you're going to prepare for some tests, so it will be considered a mistake if you don't write the accents. And even all the Spanish all the Hispanic people know how to pronounce the words and where to put the stress on which syllable. But anyway, in written speech, we indicate it. So that's why it would be nice if you get used to it from the beginning. Okay? So please, while copying this table in your copybook, indicate the stressed syllable. And while pronouncing, try to indicate it with your voice as well. Estás, está, estáis, están. Okay? So now, please copy it, and then later, let's continue our practice and do a lot of exercises to remember the verb forms. Because when we speak, we need to concentrate on the idea, on what we want to express, right? But not on the forms. How to reach this? We need to automatically use the grammar forms. So that's why we need to learn them by heart. We need to practice a lot. And only in this case, we stop concentrated on what form to choose. And we can start thinking on the idea that we want to express. Okay? So, in our next lesson, we're going to compare these two verbs to see exactly the situations in which they are used, and we're going to choose between them. So, at the beginning, we practice the verb form, estar, and it will be quite easy. Next lesson, we're going to join them together and do a lot of exercises to practice the difference between them. Okay? So, have a good luck and see you soon.